Ever wondered why some relationships with women seem to flow seamlessly, while others are fraught with complications? Well, the truth is, it's all about understanding the dynamics of relationships. It's about recognizing the value of mutual respect, empathy, and communication. Now you might be wondering, what does Stoicism have to do with all this? Well, Stoicism, a school of philosophy that teaches self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions, can be a powerful tool in fostering respectful relationships. It encourages us to be aware of our actions and their consequences, to remain calm in the face of adversity, and to treat others with respect, regardless of our personal feelings or circumstances. The key here is not to suppress emotions, but to understand and control them. It's about being the calm in the storm, the eye of the hurricane. In the next few minutes, we will uncover the 9 things smart men should not do with women. First off, smart men avoid being overly possessive. You see, there's a clear distinction between care and possession. Care is about being there for someone, showing empathy and providing support. Possession, on the other hand, is about control, dominance, and restriction. Possessiveness stems from insecurity and fear, not love. Trust is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It's about giving your partner the freedom to be themselves without the fear of judgment or control. It's about letting go and having faith in your partner's decisions. Remember, love is not about owning someone, but about wishing the best for them. It's about growing together, not growing apart. Being overly possessive can suffocate a relationship. It can lead to resentment, frustration, and ultimately, a breakdown of the relationship. It's crucial to maintain a balance. Letting your partner breathe, giving them space, and respecting their individuality is key. Possessiveness can suffocate a relationship. It's crucial to maintain a balance. Another mistake smart men avoid is not listening. Now, we're not talking about merely hearing the words that are spoken. No, we're talking about genuinely understanding, acknowledging, and responding to what is being communicated. Active listening. It's not just about letting the words wash over you. It's about engaging, asking questions, and showing interest. It's about letting the person you're with know that their thoughts, feelings, and opinions matter to you. Not listening can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and can create a barrier in your relationship. It's also a form of disrespect. When you don't listen, you're essentially saying that what the other person has to say is not important to you. So make it a habit to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart and mind as well. Show that you value the person and the relationship. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Mistake number 3, lack of respect. Respect is more than just a social courtesy we extend to strangers. It's a fundamental element in fostering meaningful relationships. It's the recognition of another's worth, their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It's about valuing them as individuals and treating them with dignity and kindness. Can you imagine a relationship where respect is absent? It's like a ship without a compass, lost and directionless. Disrespect can manifest in many ways. It can be in the form of dismissive attitudes, belittling comments, or even outright hostility. This not only hinders open communication, but also breeds resentment and erodes trust. Always remember, respect is a two-way street. It's about giving and receiving. If you want to be respected, you must show respect. It's not just about big actions, but also about small gestures, words, and even silences. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Smart men know that avoiding vulnerability is a mistake. It's a common misconception that Stoicism is about suppressing emotions, about being an impenetrable rock. But Stoicism is about understanding and managing emotions, not disregarding them. It's about being the calm in the storm, not the storm itself. In relationships, it's crucial to show vulnerability. It's about letting your guard down, allowing your partner to see the real you, the human you. It's about trust, honesty, and openness. It's about saying, "Here I am with all my strengths and weaknesses." It's about showing your partner that you trust them enough to share your deepest fears and insecurities. Stoicism doesn't mean being unemotional. It means understanding our emotions and using them wisely. So remember, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength, of courage. It's a sign of trust and openness. Showing vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Another mistake to avoid is being unappreciative. Appreciation, my friends, is the invisible glue that binds a relationship. It's the gentle whisper that says, I see you, I value you. When we fail to express appreciation, we unwittingly construct an emotional wall that can erode the very foundation of our relationships. Imagine the daily grind of life as a relentless sea wave, washing over the sandcastle of connection. Without the reinforcement of appreciation, the castle crumbles, leaving behind only remnants of what once was. But when we take the time to acknowledge the efforts, the gestures, and the love of our partner, we're essentially building a fortress that can withstand the roughest of seas. Think of appreciation as an investment. You're not just investing in your relationship, but in the happiness and well-being of your partner. So remember, don't hold back. Let your appreciation flow freely. After all, little acts of appreciation can go a long way. Mistake number 6, being overly critical. There's a fine line between constructive criticism and just plain criticism. The latter, when abundant, can be like a poison, slowly corroding the foundation of a relationship. When we get caught up in the habit of incessantly pointing out flaws, we forget to appreciate the good. We become blind to the strengths that far outweigh the weaknesses. And this blindness can lead to resentment, dissatisfaction, and ultimately, the collapse of a relationship. It's important to remember that everyone is a unique blend of strengths and weaknesses, and acceptance is key. We all make mistakes, we all have our weak spots, but it's how we handle these that truly matters. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, why not focus on the positives? Encourage growth, foster improvement, and celebrate the small victories. Because at the end of the day, criticism should be constructive, not destructive. 7th mistake, not giving enough space. In the dance of relationships, personal space is the rhythm that keeps us in sync. It maintains balance, fosters individuality, and allows room for growth. Yet it's often overlooked, leading to friction and discomfort. Each of us, as unique individuals, has our own set of interests, aspirations, and personal pursuits. These are elements that make us who we are, that shape our identity. When we enter a relationship, we don't abandon these aspects of ourselves. Instead, we learn to balance them with the shared interests and common goals we develop with our partner. It's a delicate equilibrium that requires respect for personal space. Remember, giving space is not about creating distance or promoting disconnection. It's about respecting individuality, nurturing personal growth, and understanding that 2 wholes make a healthier relationship than 2 halves. Space is not a threat to a relationship, but a necessity. It's the breath that keeps the flame of love alive and burning brightly. Mistake number 8, ignoring emotional needs. Now, we're stepping into a realm that's often overlooked, yet it's a cornerstone for a healthy relationship. Emotional needs. What are these, you might ask? They're the feelings of security, respect, and being valued, among others, that we all crave in a relationship. When emotional needs are ignored, it's like a plant not getting water. It might survive for a while, but eventually it will wither, and so it goes in relationships. Ignoring the emotional needs of your partner is like neglecting to water that plant. Over time, the relationship can wither, leading to a disconnect. You see, emotional needs are not just about the big events, but also about the small day-to-day interactions. They're about understanding, empathy, and showing you care. They're about being there, not just physically, but emotionally too. Ignoring emotional needs can lead to a disconnect in the relationship. Don't let that happen. Water your relationship with care, understanding, and respect for emotional needs. And finally, the 9th mistake, lack of honesty. Honesty is the cornerstone of any relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's the foundation upon which trust is built, and without it, the relationship crumbles. The absence of honesty can lead to an atmosphere of suspicion and uncertainty, 2 elements that can drain the joy from a partnership. When we are honest, we are transparent. We allow our true selves to be seen, warts and all. This authenticity fosters a deep connection between two individuals. It bolsters respect and understanding. It encourages open dialogue and reduces the chances of misunderstandings. But remember, honesty should never be wielded as a weapon to hurt or manipulate. Honesty is not just about telling the truth. It's about being true to oneself and to the other person. It's about showing up, being present, and engaging in the relationship with sincerity and authenticity. Honesty is the best policy in any relationship. So, there you have it. The 9 things smart men should not do with women. We've journeyed through the pitfalls that can compromise the beauty of relationships. It's important to steer clear of being overly possessive and remember the importance of listening. Respect is not an option, it's a requirement. Embrace vulnerability, for it's not a sign of weakness, but of courage and authenticity. Appreciation is the music that keeps the dance of love alive. Avoid being overly critical, as it can chip away at the bond you share. Giving space is not just about physical distance, but also emotional freedom. Don't forget about her emotional needs. They are just as important as your own. And lastly, honesty should be the foundation of your relationship. Remember, fostering respectful relationships is an art that requires patience, understanding, and most importantly, respect. So here's to nurturing relationships that are not just enduring, but also enriching.